Alright guys, welcome back to the second lesson. If you haven't checked the first lesson, make sure you go and check it out. We talked about footwork drills and I showed you a couple of drills that you can do to improve your footwork and your stance. But today, we're talking about one of my favorite lessons, which is head movement and defense. I'm a Floyd person, you know what I mean? So I always put defense over offenses, no matter what. If anyone that sparred me, all my coaches, whoever knows me, I love defense and I love head movement. So today I'm gonna show you 3 ways that you can improve your head movement in a very simple way. Like when I spar a lot of people, they always ask me like, Geron, how did you got the flowness or the rhythm in your head movement? And sometimes they ask me like, I can't get the same way that you do it. Like you do it so naturally. It all comes to practice. Honestly, all comes to practice. Sometimes I'm literally in the front of the mirror. In the shower, I'll be just practicing it. So it all comes to practicing it, repetition over and over again. But today I have 3 tips for you that you can do literally in your spare time at the end of your session or beginning of session to help you can improve that. Before I get into the drill and the tips, I want to point out a couple of mistakes that a lot of boxers makes when it comes to defense. It comes to your stance. A lot of people have wrong weight distribution. Sometimes they put too much weight in the lead leg, not a lot on the back leg, or they put too much weight on the back leg, not on the lead leg. So ideally you want 40% on the lead leg, 60% on the back leg, and you want to have soft knees. Make sure your heels off the floor and you're in that bouncing rhythm. From here, I'm much naturally moving, and even if they attack, I can just use my feet to get out of the danger and can circle off. I'm always not be a target for them. But if I'm too flat-footed, it'll be harder for me to even get my head movement right, my attack right, because then I'll be a target. Obviously, ideally, a lot of people, when they're sparring or fighting, they're not gonna be really thinking of having the right weight distribution. But that takes me to my first point on the beginning of the video, repetition. So repetition is key. If you keep practicing and drilling and make sure you have a nice weight distribution and you're constantly getting in that rhythm, that's how it all will fall into the fights. So but now I'm gonna show you my 3 favorite exercises that you can do to level up your boxing head movement. Your first drill, again, we're getting our boxing stance. Again, remembering keeping 40, 60, soft knees. All we're doing is we're gonna go knee taps. The reason we're doing the knee taps is giving you a correct form of how to slip the shot. A lot of people, when they're slipping, either they're leaning too much or they're taking the bum up too much. That's the best way to get the correct slip form, knee taps. You don't really worry about your guard. All you have to do is literally knee taps. From here, 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 here. Your second one, gonna be same thing we did with the knee taps, but we're gonna, instead of knee tap, we're gonna try and put the slips. So instead of touching my knee, I'm gonna slip. Boom, 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 boom. The last one is gonna be a roll. So a lot of people call it half moon, I call it U. So make a U with your head. It's literally, again, keeping the weight, making sure having a correct weight distribution from here, and all we're doing is making a U with our head. There you go. That's drill number 1. Drill number 2, you can play this as like a game. If you've seen a lot of boxers, when they throw a combination, they kind of leave themselves open. So we're trying to make sure, we're trying to fix that mistake. So this game is really good. If I'm here now, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get into my shadowboxing, but I'm only throwing single shots. So by single shot, I mean, I'm throwing literally the basic of basic shots. So if I'm here, I'm only throwing a jab and a cross and a hook and an uppercut. That's the basic 4 shots of boxing. That's what I'm doing. But what I'm doing is adding a sequence of defense into it. So if I'm here now, if I'm shadowboxing now, so if I jabbed here, make sure I slip right after it. Circle off. If I throw a right hand, because I have my weight on my lead leg, ideally I want to roll from here. I roll. Then I'm circling off again. When I throw a hook, my weight's on my lead leg, and my weight's on my back leg. From here, I'm rolling off, pivoting. Again, same thing with uppercut. If I uppercut here, I'm pulling off. Just to point something out about pull. When a lot of people are doing the pull, they're pulling their head. You don't want to pull your head because that keeps you off balance. Let's say if they have a 2-phase attack, I defense the first phase, second phase, the step again, I'm off balance. So I'll look much worse to the judges. The ideal is for here is, instead of pulling your head, you want to pull the head and the back leg. So if I go here, drop the back leg, my weight is my back leg, even if they step again, I can counter their counter. So keep that in mind when you're doing pull, trying to drop the back leg with it. Boom. That's a point you can add on to your defense. But again, going back to the same game that we did. So again, if I'm shadowboxing, single shots, jab, slip, right hand roll, hook, roll, uppercut, pull. Then now we can add a lot of shots. So we're focusing on now what shots we finish. Like I said, a lot of people, when they throw the combination, they keep themselves open. So from here, so whichever shot I finish, so let's say if I throw here now, a double jab cross, because I finished on the right hand, I'm rolling. So whichever shot I finish, I'm gonna roll off, I'm gonna add that sequence of defense into that combination. So if I'm here now, I'm gonna go right hand hook, I'm rolling off. Because I'm rolling off, because I finished with a hook, rolling off. If I throw jab, cross, jab, drop, pivot off. And again, so you get the idea. That's your second drill. Your last drill number 3. If I show you all the other tips and drills and you're still struggling, this one literally is much easier. And all you will need is one of these noodle pads, or you can use the boxing bars. Reflexes, that when you throw, you can work your head movement, your reflexes, your counter shots, if you can afford one. But this is much cheaper and easier method to get your head movement to another level. So all we're gonna do is literally the same things we've done before. Again, make sure we're standing correctly. Thinking of this like an opponent's jab. Pretend that he's throwing a shot. So I'm doing the same thing that I've done on the previous drills. All I'm gonna do is make sure I'm standing here correctly. From here, all I'm doing is slip in, pull, slip out, pull. And I'm continually doing this. And if you can pay attention, I'm not trying to drop my head all the way down. I'm literally having a still level with this. So I'm not trying to dodge. I'm trying to dodge a small glove. I'm not trying to dodge a ball. So I'm here. No, I'm not trying to go all the way here. I'm from here. All I'm doing, slip here, slip here. Once I get a rhythm of this, then I can slowly go roll, 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 roll. You can step in, roll, roll, step out, step in, roll, roll, step out. And again, step in, roll, roll, step out. From here, you can literally practice your pulls as well. So from here, if I'm slightly leaning myself, drop, lean, drop. You can use the frame as well, just in case if they had another attack, you can catch, block, or counter. Then all I can do is add all of them together. From here, I can do the triangle, the slipping triangle. So from here, by a slipping triangle, I mean as you're doing slip, roll, pull, slip, roll, pull, slip, roll, pull. And you can get the rhythm of doing this any direction, or you can add more slips and pulls and rolls. Whatever you can, once you master it, there you go. Firstly, thank you for 50k subscribers on my YouTube channel. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for showing the love and support to the channel. Make sure don't forget to follow my TikTok and Instagram. I post always daily training tips that can help you boxing massively. But this is our end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, comment. And also do comment that what other aspects of boxing you want to see. I know there's a lot to cover, but I mean, I'll try my best to cover as much as I can. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on lesson number 3. Thank you.